What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Mind If I Crash, here with two reoccurring people. Back on the show once again, Mr. Corey Logan, my guest today. If you guys are OG fans of the show, you remember episode 2, dude. You were like my first guest ever. Back on. Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure. Anytime.
Now we got video. We stepped things up a notch. We outside, man. Damn, Tommy.
I had to get that
Jesus.
out.
Like, we're live. My dude's dying over here.
I had to be respectful.
Tommy Zarlinga, ladies and gentlemen. Back again. He's always going to be here. He's part of the show. So, a few things that we want to touch on. One, I told you guys I would give you the Valentine's Day Darth Vader to pay tribute to what we talked about last week. And I'm going to ask you this, but I'm not going to roll with it too long. What does Darth Vader say to Luke at the end of the movie? What's the iconic quote that he says at the end of the movie?
He'd be like, "Luke, I am your father."
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. He told me yesterday, or the last episode, like, no, I'm actually more on the side of, no, I am your father. And he was like, I'll put my life savings on it. I go back, watch it. All he says is, no, I am your father. He never says, Luke, I am your father.
No?
Blew my mind. I had people messaging me after the show, sending me clips, all kinds of shit. So we got him front and center. It's only right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It blew me away. It was absolutely insane.
He said no?
He said
he
no,
said no.
I am your father.
I know, dude. I'm 26 years old, and I thought the whole time, like,
Yeah, that's like a portion
I was
of my
mind
life.
blown.
It's insane.
But
So, guys, here we are, episode 23 of the Mind If I Crash podcast. Got a bunch we're going to talk about today. And first off, we're going to go into some of the top picks in movies and TV shows as to, you know, our preferences. You brought something up right before we went on air and we decided to hold it. Go ahead and elaborate. Tell me what you was watching.
Oh, last night?
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
you were going to talk about it.
I watched Shining, rewatched The Shining with Jack Nicholson. If you don't know that movie, it's Red Rum, Murder, Here's Johnny.
Creepy ass twins.
I've only seen that clip.
It's a classic. I mean, it's undoubtedly a classic. But then you asked me, did I watch Dr. Sleep, the new one that came out?
Right, which I have not seen and actually don't know much about, and I want you to tell me because it's been out for a while now, right? Like over a year.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. So Dr.
It's a
Sleep
superhero
basically,
movie.
nah. Because what it is this. So, all right. So first, let me put this in perspective. I understood what was going on in The Shining when I watched it before, but when I watched
Like the first time you had ever seen it.
yeah, like just being younger and watching it, you think you know what a movie is about. I always thought it was kind of about Jack, coming to kill him.
Being a psycho.
Yeah, being a psycho. But really, it's about the little boy, Doc.
His son.
Yeah, his son.
Okay.
When they shine, and basically what that is that's that little power they got where they can communicate with other people.
And they
got
start
the
seeing.
power.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when they see the stuff, whatever. So when I watched Dr. Sleep for the first time, it made the whole story make perfect sense because Dr. Sleep, the male protagonist, if I should say it that way, the male protagonist is actually a grown-up version of Doc.
And that's why, okay, and he's always in the room fucking losing his mind. From what I've seen in the trailers, he's losing his shit.
He was losing his mind because he was drinking.
And that, what, brings out that more, it enhances it?
He tries to suppress it.
Ah, okay.
All right. So then he stopped drinking, basically. Now it's a little girl in the movie. And basically now she kind of in Doc position. Her parents know that she could do it, but the problem is the hotel that they was at in the first movie, it attract all these evil people. And the villains basically in the room, I think I just watched last night, 237. I think that's the room number. That room is where I guess this evil is supposed to reside. The evil basically got out when it got burnt down. And how they feed, though, the evil feeds, it works with like a coalition of people.
Wait, so it got burned down? I didn't know it got burned down. Or is that what happens in the
oh, you know what? I'm fucking up. It burned down in the second movie.
Okay,
but
that's okay. That's okay. I didn't remember. I think the movie The Shining ends with dude frozen in the maze, right?
Yeah,
and then
frozen in the maze.
Okay,
and he was actually a worker, I believe, or something like that at the place.
I've never seen this movie.
Yeah, he's like maintenance. He's like a maintenance man or some shit. Yeah. So, dude, The Shining, I would highly suggest you watch it. It is a classic. It's not necessarily a horror. It is kind of, dude. It's its own. It is. That's actually the perfect genre.
You have a bad dream for real.
No, dude, it is good. It is creepy, but definitely worth the watch. Classic. It's up there with all the classic movies.
What would you eat with it while you're
watching it? The best thing to probably eat would be something that pairs the class and style of the hotel, which would probably be maybe even like a chicken and potato with a wine, or a fish with a wine, or a steak. A nicer meal paired with a nice wine, I would say. That's But would I suggest it? No, you could probably get away with eating a nacho platter too.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, a little app sampler.
No cereal.
Dude, all right. Actually, let's talk about that. What is your guys' favorite appetizer? Your go-to app at any restaurant, or your just favorite appetizer at any restaurant? Because for me, through and through, it's going to be a mott stick every single time. That's like the Italian in me.
You just fucked me up, dude.
Here, talking to this.
You just fucked me up. I'm thinking spinach artichoke dip.
Okay, the spinny dip does go hard.
I want the moss stick now.
I could get down on the spinny dip. What about you? Buddy said, "Fuck that spinach dip."
I don't. Man, I don't really care for appetizers for real. Like,
damn.
But this is why though.
You know, off my fucking plate.
Yeah, no, but that's why though, because typically when I'm at a restaurant, if I go by myself, you know what I'm saying, I know what I want. If I'm with my boys, you know what I'm saying, we know we go get.
Right.
If we want to order something for the table, we just get something for the table. But if you out with a chick, man, it's just like a reason for her to try to get something from you.
Yeah. I feel like so like appetizers on a date, if you even entertain appetizers, you immediately are picking up the bill. If you're like, hey, you want to get some apps? She's like, yeah. How about you get this? As soon as that happens, you know you're even if you had intentions. Those intentions are set in stone now.
Those intentions.
Don't bring them up.
You go to Applebee's for that.
That's what I'm saying. That's super funny stuff like that.
And they throw in a complimentary app.
No, but I do like my sticks though.
I fuck with mott sticks heavy.
I don't know. It just depends.
Heavy. So mott sticks, definitely a banger. And here's another thing. Now, I don't know if you all had this at your guys' high school or just at school lunches, but there was a sauce. I got it in my fridge right now. I got a fucking commercial jug. It's called Boom Boom sauce. And you would know from when we worked at the dealership, whenever we'd get Quaker, which was right next door, I would always get these Boom Boom wings. And you've tried them before. You might just not. Do you know them?
No,
the orange ones?
They were
with
spectacular.
the pepper? Oh my God. I would use Boom Boom sauce on anything. Breakfast sandwich, pizza, chicken, anything. Mott sticks. I would use this shit so much that I would use it as a salad dressing in high school.
Wow.
I would dip it in with the flaming hot munchies. I was a psychopath with this fucking sauce.
Wow.
So what's your guys' favorite condiment? Next question.
Mine's a mixture. I put mayo, ketchup, and barbecue sauce all in one.
So like, oh damn.
That's like a barbecue sauce though, right?
Yeah, but I guess it adds some creamy flavor to it.
Barbecue sauce is barbecue like the dominant sauce. Right?
No, man, it's not dark anymore. It's like a.
It would be the dominant sauce, but it would. I guess it would be a creamy variation. It'd be like a barbecue aioli.
Flavor-wise?
Yeah, flavor-wise. Like barbecue typically the
mustard.
Mustard? Yeah. Listen,
Wait, what? There's no mustard in it.
No, flavor, like condiment flavor-wise.
Oh.
Let's not mix them. Let's talk about
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Go stupid.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
That shit goes
It's a shortage.
So, all right.
Chick-fil-A sauce and mustard. The fuck?
You guys are fried, bro. All right, so since the last time we've been on, I've actually seen you on a show. Explain that to me. Shout out the show so that they can obviously get some airtime.
Yeah, Trash Talk Entertainment. It's called Trending with the TT family. So basically, we review videos, we review cheeks.
Butt cheeks,
yeah,
by the way.
I mean, all sorts of cheeks. We got cheeks of the week. We review videos. Anything that's trending. Basically, anything that's a topic pretty much going on. We pull it up, go ahead and do it, see what happens.
That's what's up. So you did get as a show, you guys got some love from the one and only Juicy J.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which was fucking awesome. He sent me the tweet, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's insane. So basically, they're doing essentially what we do. They make short snippets, and then they'll post it to Twitter. And in that instance, I guess you guys tagged Juicy J, and he showed some love. I thought that was an awesome thing.
The first actual cheek review got a shout out from the model in the video.
Wow.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what we need to be doing. We need not, because we're talking about, you know, combat sports, celebrity news, the fucking Paul brothers, and I'm gonna get into that. Okay. I've been talking about the Jake and Logan Paul shit for probably the last month, every episode, because every week these dudes are doing something fucking crazy. But so before we move on to that, I do want to know, so like, how did the show start? You said your boys started that.
My cousin. So basically, what ended up happening was between my older brother, my older cousin, whatever. We already had like a little thing going, but they kind of wanted to reinvent it. So that's where they came up with the TT, the Trash Talk Entertainment, just something newer, fresher. So the big thing was, you know, cats really ain't doing music as much. So what do everybody want to do?
Right,
and
right.
The big thing was, review videos and podcasts, and then let's talk about this.
Which is huge right now. I mean, Twitch streaming reviews, YouTube reviews, absolutely popping.
Yeah.
So that's how you guys are getting quick attention, probably good views. Now you're just what? Are you a reoccurring guest, or what? How does that work?
I'm a reoccurring guest. I do send suggestion videos and stuff like that. And
so you play an active role in the show.
Yeah.
I definitely like that. Now you guys are available on the show's available on YouTube, correct?
It's on YouTube, Twitter, clips on Instagram. Yeah, it's all over.
So trash talking.
Like
y'all talk mad shit about each other? Or
during the video,
you guys slam each other?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
They do
all the time. All the time.
That's why I asked him. I was about to say like my knee ain't gonna be on camera because that was one of the snippets. Like my cousin was sitting there and we do it, and it's usually just family in the building, just in general.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I hear
one day we go
in the back
like
and
so.
Shit.
It's the joke is it's a live studio audience.
Okay.
So you never know who might walk in or really just sitting back there. And I just remember hearing my cousin Derek go, "Man, his knee ashy again." Like, so we all just kind of laughing about it
and shit.
And then you hear my other dude. He said some super gay shit. He was like, spit on it and rub it in. Like,
oh hell no! Oh no!
I do that to my elbow sometimes. Actually, I really do. I'm like,
oh my god! Might be trying to lick his elbow.
No, that's impossible, man. I work smarter, not harder. Real talk, you know.
Oh my god! Yeah, but I mean, I've watched. You know, anyone you sent me, I've watched it. Definitely enjoy it. So guys, check it out. Go, watch a video on YouTube. Give them a like, comment, subscribe. Run the views up. Definitely entertaining. Something you guys will like. If you guys enjoy this show, whether you watch it on YouTube or on any of the streaming platforms, check them out. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe we'll do a group show one time.
I'm down.
Hell yeah.
We might be on to something. We might be on to something. So that's an open invitation for Trash Talk to join Mind If I Crash for a exclusive episode.
We're gonna make it happen.
And then we have the real live audience. We get everyone we know to pop out.
I'm gonna get beat up. That's what's gonna happen, dude.
Like, Tommy, shut the fuck up. Oh, that's fucking funny. So, all right, let's roll right into the chaos that is Jake Paul and Logan Paul and their boxing career and their just media scandals and all of it. Are you familiar with what's going on with these guys?
I'm pretty familiar with what's going on.
I want your take on two different things. One, the business approach, but then the actual physical side, the athletic, fighting, training, all that. I want to know where your head's at with all of it.
I mean, honestly, I appreciate what they're doing from a business standpoint, promotional standpoint.
Incredibly smart.
Getting the views.
So smart, so strategic.
I really feel like they found a way to take their platform off of the media and it's just in reality.
Yeah, and it's its own thing.
Yeah, anything they're doing is a spectacle. I really like it. And I like how they garner their attention and actually get the fights. Like on his last pay-per-view, I think dude I don't know, I could be wrong, but like over like 74 million buys or something like
Dude,
that.
so I think it was like $1 million, but he made like over $60 million, which is insane for a minute of fighting.
That's like a Mayweather fight. That's like you being on the losing end of a Mayweather fight.
Which is what Logan Paul is essentially getting ready to do.
Exactly.
Come June 6th, right? No, not June. Is it? Yeah, June 6th. It's a Sunday at like 9 in the morning. Weird.
You said June, I'm thinking
super
July,
weird.
thinking August.
But yeah, I mean, you know you're getting paid either way. So why wouldn't you? I like that though, because here's the thing. Those dudes have essentially taken their own audience, which was, mostly a child audience, and in 3 years transformed it into, our age from, 18 to say maybe
my
34.
My dad knows what's going on.
Right,
He's 62.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's what's cool is like they're bringing in so many different walks of life because they have their content, they have their podcast. Well, Logan has his podcast, and then they have this boxing shit. And every time they're getting big fights or fights that people want to see, whether it be entertaining or whether it just be bragging rights, who is gonna win. And every time it's like Logan Paul really hasn't had much success winning yet, but he's getting ready to fight the greatest boxer of all time, one of the most hated boxers of all time, but definitely the greatest boxer of all time. It blows me away. How do you go on a losing record, lost 3 fights, or maybe lost to 1 draw, no wins, and then get a fight with the best boxer of all time? Doesn't make sense. It's because of the business.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah, and
fucking crazy.
Mayweather's all about money.
He is about that money.
He literally won't fight somebody until they got they could
he
generate
at least 100 mil.
Like you got to be able to generate your portion of what he wants.
And it's why I would think like the Paul brothers are helping that generate.
Mm-hmm. They are, and that's where like you see Dana White getting really pissed off because they're calling out Dana. You don't pay your fighters. This and that. Look at I made $65 million. It's my 3rd fight. You guys don't even want to know what Conor McGregor made. I think Conor McGregor made $80,000 his first fight. His third fight.
I think he's the top paid athlete.
He is now, but he made $80,000 in his 3rd fight. Floyd Mayweather made $8,500 in his 3rd fight, and you couldn't name the 2 guys he fought. I'm like, damn. One, the world was a different place, and the internet wasn't what it is, but they did get way underpaid compared to what he just made in his 3rd fight. Building his business, making a huge following behind him, whether it be good or bad. You can love him or hate him. People are still paying attention, either to see him win or get knocked the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. I think the thing is though, like they so comfortable playing the villain role. That,
Jake is for sure.
Well, that it's the ultimate positioning because the problem with the actual sports side of it, like UFC and boxing in general, is the simple fact that people want to prepare themselves properly for the fights that they take on.
Yeah, and get the right amount of training.
Yeah, you have to play the villain role. I mean, like every great superhero has a great villain.
Think about Batman and the Joker. He's essentially building up because you can't just be a villain with no muscle or no threat behind you. Part of being a villain is being wrong in all the wrong, like
right ways.
In the right ways, but also having the muscle behind it. And that's essentially what Jake Paul's doing. Is like he's knocking people out in a violent fashion with mass beef going on into the fight, and
his reaction after the fight.
Once you have like 5 to 10 wins under your belt, known as this villain, then you can sign this super fight with a fucking boxer like Floyd Mayweather and break the internet. You could literally make more. Both of you collectively could make more money than you could have ever imagined.
I think what's funny is, I think for his own reputation, Floyd Mayweather is the best and the safest fight for him.
Okay. Let me hear that.
Because if he was to challenge anybody that's actually in the sport, that's taking it to... Floyd knows it's going to be a walk in the park.
Right.
Floyd knows it's going to be a walk in the park.
With his defense, he's not getting touched.
I mean, with Paul, if he managed to win somehow, it's just the plus. It's just It's just the thing of the century.
That in turn will break everything.
I
Like we said, it'll
yeah.
shut down Vegas. Wall Street will crash. Yeah, everything.
Dogecoin will go back up.
Thank you. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, yes.
Elon, do something.
Jake Paul becomes the CEO of Tesla in 24 hours.
Man, dude.
Tommy said last episode, he goes, the Paul brothers will rule the world for 48 hours.
Yeah, I did.
And I'm
They
like,
will.
that's facts, though.
They
That's
will.
facts.
You hear the game and
Challenge
Jake,
done, yeah.
man,
Challenge 2.
Jake Paul wants
Oh,
to fight in
no.
front of the Staples Center.
Okay, so here's the thing.
He was like, right now.
We've essentially seen this play out with someone like Nate Robinson. You know, we assumed that his street credibility and athleticism or body build would give him the advantage, and it did not. So, unless the game can have compelling something that shows that he's fundamentally sound with technique, I just don't see why he would sign that fight. You know, like then you just essentially piss off like a whole young generation. That could be devastating for someone like
We
the
could be
game.
on the back. Like, we could be the next uprising people because the game's from, like, us, from our time, back when we were
Yeah,
young.
right.
So that's good for us.
Yeah,
And I want to be on
yeah.
top of the world. I feel like I just don't care to, like, do everything that all these younger kids are doing. I don't fucking really care.
It takes a
about
lot of-
TikTok,
All that.
It takes like
Tinder,
a,
all that. So I
Yeah,
don't care about
yeah.
that shit, man.
Tinder or
I'm
Twitter?
Twitter, Tinder, Instagram, YouTube. I don't care for any of this stuff.
The biggest thing, like for me, is like, do I want to have fame and success on this podcast? Absolutely.
Right.
And essentially, because I want that, I'll do whatever it takes. Besides one thing, and that's dancing like a
Sucking dick.
fucking idiot in front of a TikTok song. I would never do that.
No dresses.
I watch even when it's like not like playful shit. I'm like, geez, like what the fuck are you doing? It's suspect to me. It's like it's just weird, you know.
Yeah, I
like
got
if you
good
watch
into it.
these dudes, these TikTok famous dudes, like doing like suspect dances, and I'm like,
And they got
I don't know,
that
dog.
ugly, seductive look on their face.
They're
like,
called e-boys.
when they
That's
get
what
looked at, like,
they're
ugh.
called.
What is an e-boy?
It's that look. Just search e-boy
What the-
and see what pops up.
Ugh.
It's a particular style and look with like younger kids now. I'd say from like probably like 16 to 22. It's a particular look. You know, the painted nails, the fucking crazy hairstyle, maybe like the Tommy Zarlinga long earring.
They look like the chick from Stranger Things.
What do you have?
So it says the e-girls and e-boys, something collectively known as e-kids, are a youth subculture that emerged in the late 2010s and is almost exclusively seen on social media, notably popularized by the video sharing app TikTok. Video e-girls and e-boys tend to be flirtatious and many times overly sexual. Protruding tongues and expression known as a he-go, imitating climaxing are common. So like,
They're overly exaggerated to the point where it's like they do like weird things.
It's cringy, bro.
Like this. It's so fucking weird.
it's so cringy.
Wait a second though. They might be on to something.
I think they are because they're getting paid buku bucks.
And I'm just saying, mind if I crash here, but like Chinese and Asian people like that type of stuff though.
Yeah, no, you're right, and I think
That's a
Anime
massive.
it's like it looks like anime. Think
Yeah.
about how many people that is.
Anime's
I mean,
huge.
they
You used to get
are.
bullied for anime. Now it's dude.
Anime is the shit now. Shout out new Demon Slayer movie. Go check that out. I'm about to go check it out. I'm taking my little brother. Probably, I might even go today. Fuck it.
Oh shit! They said Lil Peep is a huge influence on.
You know who Lil Peep
is.
is. So assume that, but like minus probably the face tattoos 90% of the time. But like even those style of tattoos just on other places.
Man,
like
but if you
arms
think
and
about it,
legs
like
and
this
shit.
was a look that was already going on back in the day, back like when people were when rock and roll was a big thing, AC/DC was a big thing, Kiss, like that shit was already live. It just was, it had a different level to it. Like it was just cocaine and devil music and rock and roll all fucking night and piss your parents off. Now it's considered influential. That shit was influencing the wrong way back in the day.
But it is that way minus the like sex, drug, rock and roll. It's more like just dancing on the internet. But Lil Peep is probably the founder because think about this. He's taken the rock or grunge or punk style and put it into the hip hop world. You know, like he's got this bar that goes stupid, and it's he's talking about like cocaine all night long. When I die, bury me with all my ice on. And I'm like, damn, bro, like that is half rock star, half rap star. You know, like bury me with my ice on. Rock stars don't know what that means, but that whole cocaine all night long, rappers are like, bro, we don't do drugs. Like, chill, bro.
Cats do drugs.
They do be doing drugs. They do be doing drugs.
Oh,
hey,
yeah, it's
hardest bar.
That whole bar right there.
Yeah.
Shit.
Switchblades. Or Witchblades. Yeah, that's with him and Lil Tracy. Goes stupid.
Man, I kind of want to hear that beat.
We'll play it. We'll play it because we're about to take a break. We're at 25 minutes, guys. We're going to get right back into it. Oh, we're back, guys. Oh, jeez. I say literally, don't slam anything on the table, and then I drop the vape on the table. Here we are. Sorry. Damn, Tommy, back up, dude.
You were yelling at me about it.
As you guys can see, Tommy's wardrobe has changed slightly. I busted out the Supreme shower cap to match Corey Logan's t-shirt, and Tommy is wearing it on his head, and he kind of looks like a sous chef now. So we have that going on. If you guys are listening audio-wise, I would suggest transferring over to see exactly what he looks like right now. Making weird faces at the camera. Here we go, guys. All right, so right while we were on a quick little break, we were handling a few things, but we were talking about the topic of music, which I think every single person in this world has their own opinions, but some things stay true, and some of those debates will always last the test of time. Now, I know from working with you and spending quite a bit of time with you, kind of where you stand on the Tupac Biggie situation. You know, I think Team Biggie overall, but does not mean that I discredit in any way or resent Tupac. You know, definitely have love for him, love for the way he was able to switch up his styles and what he was able to do for hip hop. But going outside of that, you know, going on to the NWA, Snoop Dogg, guys that are still to this day known as legends, you know, that is one thing where I think I sided with Biggie, but it was because all of my attention was on two people, and that was Eazy-E and Snoop Dogg back in the day, you know, as a kid. You know, where do you guys stand on that topic? And NWA probably in particular, Ghetto Boys, but like, who was your guys' favorite in those times? And Tommy doesn't know who Too Short is, by the way, but we're gonna let
listen. I have a perfect logical reason. Okay, my parents are deaf, so I didn't listen to music. I read closed caption. Okay, on the TV. That's what I did.
Fair enough.
All right,
That's fair.
Jeez.
Fair. That's people. Fair. Okay. Too Short, but you know NWA, right? You know,
yes.
You've seen, okay.
Bad word with attitude.
Yes.
Yes.
He was quoting a song at first. So
No.
where are you at on it, Mr. Logan?
I mean, like, excluding Biggie and Pac. I mean, I'd say, like, when it comes to Biggie and Pac, I feel like Biggie is probably, like, the most naturally gifted rapper I ever heard or possibly ever existed that the masses got to hear. But I think Pac was overall just a better, more complete artist. But he had more time to develop. Even though he was cut short, Big really ain't have all the time in the world to develop. But I mean, like, so I'm thinking that's like early 90s, you talking to maybe like late 90s. I'd say like definitely Too Short. You know what I'm saying? Too Short to be in there. Wasn't nobody bigger than Snoop at the time. Like, when you think about it, like Doggy Style, everybody and their mom, their grandmother knew what was going on with Snoop.
Seriously,
Doggy
in
Style
every
was
household, no matter where. If you lived in the United States, you knew who Snoop Dogg was.
You knew 1, 2, 3 into the
yes.
flow. Like, you knew it when it was happening. Then like I was hip to a lot of down south stuff early, like UGK. Like, I love Pimp C and Bun B.
Yeah.
Ghetto Boys, Scarface. He in my top 5, hands down, all the time.
Just, No Tears.
Yeah,
in there. Like, play that shit at my funeral,
like,
bro.
Definitely. Rest in peace of DMX.
Yeah.
I remember. Me and my cousin Dean and my dude Elijah. We was all going to, I think, Bennett Elementary's in Youngstown. And I remember that Elijah used to bring the DMX CDs all the time. We would listen to it on the little CD player with the anti-skip. We back there off the DMX, but
fuck, we sound old, dude.
Listen,
isn't that crazy how much shit's changed? You know, like the fact that we're even sitting here recording and doing this shit was probably something we couldn't even imagine. It was something we couldn't imagine back then, you know? But the CD players, bro. No one even understands
the Walkmans.
The
hustle of like, even go back to this, you know, burnt discs of a collection of songs. Like that used to be a sign of affection, whether it be a friendship or a relationship or a gift.
Oh yeah, I made one of those before.
Dude, it was like, it was the thing to do because it like was like you could simply just burn a disc and hand it to a shorty like, hey, these songs, I fuck with them. I think you'll like them. Or hey, hey, I think these songs remind me of you. I want you to have this. Dude, that probably was melting hearts back in the day, boy. Man. Nowadays, what, you just make a playlist on Spotify and text it to her like, hey, run through this.
Drop it.
It's just not personal.
I'll be doing the dishes in the living.
Right. And you don't have like the hustle of like having to remember your CD, you know, like fuck, I left it in the car. I can't listen to it on this road trip. Dude, certain shit, like it's not a hassle, which is probably for the best for society. But it's the little things like that that like we're quick to kind of forget about.
It built camaraderie. I can remember going to California to visit my uncle out there in Long Beach, and all of his nieces and nephews, all of us went, and it was 2 CDs that we played the whole time.
Yes.
2 albums and 1 mix CD. The 2 albums was Get Rich or Die Trying.
Hell yeah.
And the Marshall Mathers LP.
Damn. 2 bangers. So what? This is early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s. I remember that trip like yesterday, and it might have been because of the CDs.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it kept cohesiveness.
It plays like a perfect part in childhood, which that's one thing. So like we were just talking to, like J. Cole just dropped his album, and we were sharing kind of our thoughts and views on that. But like, I don't think album releases are as big as what they used to be when you could go and you had to buy it in a store. You know, nowadays you can get early access or you can stream it, you know, immediately to the point where like it's kind of lost its touch. It does not mean that the sales are down.
It's not the only thing that's being talked about too. Like it's a huge drop, but there's so much out there. It's easy to access.
I think it's when you look at it from both sides. So I think it's from an investment perspective because music, you gotta keep producing more or less nowadays. Like especially when you first get on, it's just you dropping. When you are before a rollout, you anticipating Snoop's new album to drop, Master P new album to drop. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you as a person are invested, and the artist is actually more invested in the project because they know they got dates and deadlines
to meet.
Yeah,
like, used to stand out online, like, waiting.
And that shit was fun, bro. You know, the very last album I bought in a CD version was in high school. And it was the, let me think here. This is like right before the iPhone 4 came out, which then everyone now had smartphones. So I still had a flip phone.
I had iPhone 3.
I had an iPod, but I bought the CD and it was the first Odd Future album that went stupid for its time. And for, you know, you got to understand that me as a high schooler, that was the most poppin' shit at that time. That was the last CD I ever bought. That was an actual hard, real version.
The last CD I ever bought was, I think it was Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay,
bet. No, you know what? No, I'm lying. It was Damn. It was his last one.
Okay, so Kendrick though?
Yeah, I had got that one just because I ain't buy that first. I just wanted to hear it first. And once I listened to it, no, for real though. Like,
I'm about my first.
Listen. I was like, he deserved it. Like, it was one of those, like, he deserved it, so I wanted to grab it.
My first
so let me, hold on.
Meatloaf.
Wait, what?
Was Meatloaf, was the artist Meatloaf.
I don't know what that is.
I know who Meatloaf is.
This, like, white rock guy that has a really nice voice, and the only song I want to listen to is Life is Like a Lemon, I Want My Money Back.
I don't know why I don't know this. Well, here, tell me this then. Tell me, what was your first ever concert? Have you been to a concert before?
Yeah, it was Khalifa and Snoop Dogg.
Oh, well, that's a good fucking first concert.
That was my first one ever.
What about you?
My first concert.
It
wasn't a rap concert. It was I want to say I went with my mom and my pops to, I think it was like an Earth, Wind and Fire concert.
Hell, dude.
Oh, that's kind of
I don't go to
dope.
concerts.
It's like a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
world tour type
Yeah, like
shit.
it was one of
That's
those,
dope.
like it was like a real show though. Like, and I was like, geez, I'm like, they kind of doing some stuff. I was young.
That's okay. So my first concert, kind of sus. It was a Disney concert that had the dudes Who Let the Dogs Out. Yes, and it was like so lit because it was like Disney shit, and like they had like one Disney character that was there on tour that came out on. I was like, yeah, dude, I was so
now
jacked.
look at you, dude. Tattoos, iced out.
Disney would turn me away quick.
Fuck,
Fuck
Had
that
the opposite
contract.
effect, like the DARE program.
Right,
Did not
right.
work. Did not work.
It did not work at all.
Shout out to Disney though. I will be there soon, taking my daughter to Disney for the first time ever.
I've never been there. Take me and send your daughter.
I can't do that, but we can definitely look into another trip to Disney. I would say the best theme park is Universal, but hold on. My first concert that I went to with friends that was like I chose to go was a Rascal Flatts concert. I don't fuck with Rascal Flatts, but there was like, I don't know, 12 of us that went,
Probably fun
and
as fuck.
70% were fine ass females. So I was like, yeah, I'm,
Cowboy
with it.
that's
boots,
always-
Daisy dudes.
I'm going to Rascal Flatts.
If the women there, I'm there. It don't even matter.
So while I'm there, I see the most crazy shit ever because I have to remember it's still a concert. People are trying to let loose or party because they put in their money in their, you know.
And because
so,
they can.
Right. So I'm wearing this Amherst soccer coach shirt because I like coach my little brother's team. Well, this girl comes up to me, approaches me, who's like, mind you, I'm, you know, probably 15, 16. And I always look grown. She approaches me and is like, hey, you're the coach at Amherst College? And I'm like, Amherst College? She's like, in Massachusetts. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like, man, that's awesome. She's like, do you want to dance? And I was like, sure. And then like she like started like grinding on me and shit. And I was like, I don't really know if this is how you dance at a Rascal Flatts concert. So I just like walked away and went back to my friends and was just like, yeah, that girl thinks I'm the coach of the Amherst College team. And like the girls all played soccer and they're like, dude, you're a fucking asshole. Like, why would you tell her that? Well, the girls ends up just standing by there like waiting for me to come back for like 3 songs in a row. And eventually I'm like, nah, I'm cool. But what really caught my eye is while I'm trying to avoid this girl, this old mangled looking white dude is just like stumbling through the crowd. And then just what I assume is puts liquid LSD into his eyes.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Why are you getting tore like that at a Rascal Flatts concert?
Damn.
Blew me away. I was so baffled by that. Like, that's the one thing I take more than the performance itself. Is why did that dude put liquid LSD into his eyeball?
Where is he today?
Dude, he looked
Still
rough.
at the
He looked
concert.
rough when I seen him, so he's probably not fucking with us anymore, you know? And if he is, rest in peace, my guy.
He's still there.
The stage is gone.
He's
still
still
at
at,
concert.
he's still at Blossom. He just, as soon as the show starts, he just rips his hand through the dirt. Dude, it's fucking, yeah.
There's no fucking stage. Everything's probably gone. He's just standing there by
Still there.
himself.
He got a
Dude.
fire pit. He's sliding up.
After that, I just
Bottle of
realized,
LSD.
yeah, you go ham at concerts. Like, concerts is where you go stupid at. So, you know, I went to a Flocka concert, met Flocka, partied with Flocka before at OU. Like, dude, all this crazy shit ended up happening. So one time I'm in college, and this dude, I can't remember who it was. It wasn't Rich. It was Rich the Kid, not Rich Homie Quan. Rich the Kid was like, I'm in Athens tonight. Who got Loud Pack? And my buddy, who doesn't go to Athens, but was my friend from high school, tags me in it. And so he DMs me, like, hey, you got that pack? And I'm like, no. Like, no, I don't. But I could probably find it. He's like, nah, it's all good, bro. He's like, I'll hit you up next time I'm in Georgia. And I'm like, Jesus, 2 times people have been mistaken the identity of where I'm from. One with Amherst College. Now, they think I'm in Athens, Georgia. Bitch, I'm in Athens, Ohio. I'm in OU, dude. How did you fuck that up? But
Wait, so he wasn't in?
no, he was in Athens, Georgia.
Aw.
And it never even put it together. So
That's
I
why
just
his
let it
fucking
be.
shit never took off. Stupid.
Yeah, Rich the Kid was surprisingly like really good at skateboarding. Weird fact.
I wish he. I've been a fan of him skateboarding.
Yeah, no, he's like really, really good. Him and Famous Dex are like stupid good at skating. Well, he is in particular, but
Lil Wayne can skateboard.
yeah, kind of, kind of. Lil Wayne can skate about as good as I can.
Only when he wears the Supras. That's the only time.
Jesus, yeah. You remember that's one thing I think we should talk about is the transition of Lil Wayne and his fans. Because you had the Carters, and up until the Carter 3, Lil Wayne was like the greatest thing on earth. We all had the option to write to someone, and literally the entire class decided to write to the president. I was the only person that decided to write my note to Lil Wayne.
Why would you want to write to the president?
Who fucking knows, dude? We were in like 4th grade. These kids thought they were going to change the world.
Bush.
It was Bush, yeah. It was Bush was in office. So I write my letter to Lil Wayne, very detailed, how he's my hero. I drew a little picture of him for him.
That's why he didn't respond.
Yeah, he's like, man, that shit don't look like me, man.
He's trying to play.
It literally looked like a Funko Pop. Like, imagine that as a drawing.
It would have been dope, though. What if one day he come out and he got that picture as an album?
Oh, that would be sick, bro. I would actually be super with that. You know how much fan art people like that probably get?
Yeah.
Stupid amounts. I would love to be that famous where you got fans just sending you shit.
I would want to be that. Well, not necessarily that famous, but if I could be like a 2 Chainz, where you just like I get
cool
paid
shit
to just show up here and eat weed infused food with y'all at a 5-star restaurant.
And like, don't get me wrong, okay? Like, he does rap music. Now we know a lot of people. There are a lot of people out there that think rap is trash. Like, you know, you probably are a horrible person. You're a thug. You do drugs. You disrespect women, stuff like that. No, dude. Like these are top end people wanting 2 Chainz to come to their show, come do stuff that they're doing. So it's wild to think that like they think of him differently. You know, they don't think of him like how other people think of him.
Snoop got a cooking show with Martha Stewart.
Facts. But here's the
That's
thing.
America.
We have to understand though that white America loves hip hop, and it's more so because I think that it's pop culture. You know, like that is what pays the way is his hip hop, and the fashion of hip hop is probably the leading contributor. Like, look at what all of us are wearing. It's like hip hop influenced shit right now. I'm wearing a no jumper. You guys both have on Supreme. You know, Van Chicago. It's all that trendy shit. So I get it, you know, but I just, I don't know how you can go from like thugged out rapper to being on a show with Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, like it's
like
beautiful.
Neighborhood Crip.
It's beautiful. Like when
It
you
is.
think about it,
It
it's
is.
like, dude, like he literally could go anywhere and just
And
be
he's
himself.
good anywhere. You know, this is the one thing I'll say, because I think the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight, I bought it, which was a fucking mistake. Was so trash. Like, they had Oscar De La Hoya on there, high as a fucking kite. Probably did enough cane to sedate 3 fucking racehorses. Literally everything was garbage, other than the fact that when Snoop Dogg sat down at the table for the main event, everyone, all the commentators shut the fuck up and talked on what he was talking about. And I'm like, that is true power.
Yeah.
People respect you to the point where they will shut the fuck up with that clown shit and let you speak and then bounce off of you.
Not only that, but people waste their time of day to watch voiceover videos of him talking like he's an alligator, a crocodile.
He does
Oh,
some
the Safari show that he
Oh my gosh.
I watched one. He was like, "Oh, the motherfucker bird about to get it." And I was like, "What?"
He's talking like,
All right, guys. We ended up like getting too hype, and it tripped out the mics, and shit got weird for a second. So we are back. Let's get back on the topic of things. I was talking originally about Lil Wayne and his transition of not only music style, but his fan base as well. So, you know, Lil Wayne went from, you know, being Wheezy to kind of like being like a punk skater. He did that rock album. You know, like he changed up, and I watched his fans kind of change up too, which I still love Lil Wayne, but I'm not influenced by his swag, say. I think old boy needs to do something with his fucking hair. His piercings are trash, and he doesn't look well, but that's probably out of his control. He's got a crippling drug addiction. The thing is that you guys all know someone like this, and maybe it was you at some point, where it's the camo shorts, the red truck fit shirt, and bandana that is like not supposed to be on the white person. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I had the
they
camo
still dress
shorts.
this way.
I had the camo.
Oh, I did too. More on my Wiz Khalifa shit.
That's why. I had that.
It was like its own period of time. It was that like 2010 to 14, maybe 15 style that people are like still wearing today. You know, you could still wear camo shorts, but if you're wearing a truck fit shirt today, you got to do something with the outfit, bro. You can't be wearing that. It's not valid. Am I wrong, or am I just being cruel to fashion?
I'm just trying to imagine if I know somebody like that still.
Dude, you're in Illyria, 100%. I know there's a dude.
I don't go outside of my house in Illyria.
Yeah. It's like black forces. That's what she's saying.
Yeah. Oh my God, the stigma behind black forces. Let's talk about that. Tell me your stance on black Air Forces.
You got crusty ass kneecaps.
To be honest with you, I don't even know where the black forces shit came from.
You don't?
Yeah.
I don't. One day I just knew. I just
can't trust a dude with black forces.
My little brother said something about somebody somebody was walking up the street, and he was like, that nigga got on black forces. And it was silly, and I was just thinking to myself, like, for a second, like, wait a second, I haven't worn black forces in a while. I haven't seen anybody wearing black forces. What's going on with black forces?
Until you meet Jason Barnett, baby. Love the black forces. Here's the story behind black forces. Big in Detroit and Chicago. Black forces in inner cities is more of a jack boy thing. So you rob people in black forces. You know, obviously when you're wearing all black at night, having a pair of black forces goes good with it. You know, it's a durable shoe. Kick in a door with a pair of forces if you need to.
Put on some Timbs.
Fact, but who wants to run in Timbs?
Yep.
No one wants to run in Timbs. Unless you're in New York. But even then.
And they're black,
you know,
they go with everything.
Yeah, so black forces has a stigma of being associated with jack boys. People who be robbing you for your shit, robbing drug dealers, robbing jewelry stores, robbing shit. But in some cities, like I've learned from a known associate who wears black forces, it's based on what drug you sell, which is fucking weird.
Yeah, I remember
White forces, you sell the white shit. Black forces, you sell the darker brown shit, which is weird. But
what drug is dark and brown?
We're not gonna talk about that.
You got colored.
We're part of the DARE program here.
Yeah, DARE program all day.
Yeah.
Say no to drugs. Hey, acid or LSD? I mean, acid or shrooms?
Shrooms.
Shrooms.
But
I've done both equally. It's fucking been, I don't even know, probably close to like a decade since the last time I've done either. I would say LSD. Here's something I've like kind of talked on, but I 100% went to a funeral on acid before. Yeah, I didn't mean to. I took acid at 2 a.m. the night before, and
you're still rolling.
Yeah, still going.
Yeah, and looking at stained glass windows while on acid is hands down the most fucking wild thing you can ever experience, and the most sinful thoughts. Like, you know you're fucked up and you're at a funeral and you shouldn't be fucked up. You know, it's like, this is just all wrong, you know? Yeah. Yeah, you guys don't even have anything to say. Wow.
I'm the too soon guy. Like, I like dark humor.
I mean, hey, you could drop it. It's fucked up. It
is
fucked up.
So, did you know that you was going to a funeral?
I knew, but I didn't think it was going to be that long. I didn't think it was going to last. You have to understand, if I haven't done acid in close to 10 years, that would make me 16 the last time I did acid.
Yeah.
So I was still a kid. I was still a dumbass. But I don't know. I do like shrooms. I feel like it's also a little bit more natural. You're more down to earth.
Hell no.
Dude, chill, bro. It's just my opinion. Jeez.
Dude, no, I giggle.
You act like I'm voting for the fucking president or something.
You've had a chill experience on shrooms?
Yeah.
Dude, I ended up
plenty
in a
of times.
fight.
Maybe I just like somebody who overdoes it
A
then.
cockfight, like chickens.
Like, you ended up watching it happen?
Yeah.
In real life, or you were...
In real life.
Wow.
It was very random.
I have a tradition.
Are those ruthless?
listen, listen, all I know is we saw this dude walking the dog. The dog looked hungry. I was with two of my buddies, and his dude was like, I'm gonna grab some food. He's at his house. So he just bring like 2 pounds of like ground beef out and give it to the dog.
Right.
So he like, you know what? Y'all should just point me back to the house. He said, I wouldn't just walk straight in the yard though, because the rooster, you know what I'm saying? Like he gonna come out. And you know, for whatever reason, we follow this guy. His name was Cartoon. Just imagine like a skinny Hispanic character with tats all over his face and
Cartoon,
arms. His name Cartoon. Yeah, like, so we walking, and it was funny though, because as soon as we start to approach the yard, you see this little rooster run out, and that mug is like, yeah, like he really coming, like, so they get the rooster put up, whatever. And he was like, yeah, come down. He was like, come back in a few, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fight will happen, and taking bets. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? So
where was this at?
It was out in it was on the east side in
Cleveland?
No, Youngstown.
Oh.
So
Lord.
what's going on? So you see this older dude walk down, and he got this rooster in the cage, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, they got it was like a little kiddie pool almost, and they had like a little wooden barrier around it, like, and they said come back in like an hour, and we went back.
Showtime, the main event.
It wasn't
as cool as you thought.
It was actually kind of wild, because they had like little things on the little talents, and the one
an additional, like an upgrade, like they upgraded the
talents? Like it's sharp, like no, like it's like little, they had like little metal things on them.
Yeah, so they basically upgraded the weapons.
They upgraded the weapons.
Yes. I would hate to be the person that had to put fucking that on their talent. That's probably incredibly hard.
I was just amazed on.
Did they wear anything else, like armor or anything like that?
No, I don't know.
It's wearing a full steel suit.
But that's what I want to know. Was it just like they just took care of the talons? That was it? Like no capes or anything?
My dude was hit.
Like they brought it out in a robe.
They got the fucking French horn playing as he comes out.
It was a lot of dudes down there though, like really betting on it.
Wow. That's why it's a thing. Which is like dogfighting and shit.
The dude Cartoon's rooster. That's correct, right? The rooster is the
that's a male.
Oh yeah, his rooster actually won. It was fucked up though.
The girls,
dude, it is fucked up. I mean, that's why that shit's like illegal. You know.
Do you know what the rooster's name was? Did he say?
He probably had a name like Achilles or something. You know, they got to be warriors, bro.
I don't know. It's a while ago. I remember
the guy named Cartoon dude, some shit like Earl.
Yeah.
He gave my dude 2 mini chickens. Y'all ever seen a mini chicken?
No. Is it like the teacup Yorkie of chickens?
Just imagine so you got like a teacup.
Yeah.
What's that thing called? Chihuahua?
Yorkie? A teacup Yorkie.
Yeah, a Yorkie Chihuahua. It's little chickens.
So it just always looks like a baby then?
Like Kevin Hart.
Yeah, it's little.
Damn.
It's little chicken.
You just refer to Kevin Hart as a teacup Yorkie?
A teacup person.
Wow.
Is he that little?
No. Look at.
Not since he's working out, probably, but.
There's no way he's that small. I'm offended. You better hope he doesn't see this. Yeah, he's gonna roast the shit out of you, dude.
I hope so.
He will rip you.
That wouldn't be a bad look, though. It wouldn't be a bad look.
No, I don't think so.
You could shoot back.
Dude, you know how much fucking publicity that would bring? I'd be with it. If we got into a beef with someone like Kevin Hart. Okay, that is small. That is small.
That is teacup, bro.
All right.
You're not riding this roller coaster.
Yeah.
Hey, how often do you see Asian midgets?
I don't
think I've ever seen an Asian midget before. Search that.
Google's
gonna be like, what the fuck is this?
I've seen 3 Asians in my school, and then just Asian people down the street at China Walk. Other than that, I don't really like see Asians. No, I'm talking anywhere. You know, like you don't see them on TikTok. You don't see them on the internet. I've never seen an Asian midget. Oh, average Asian man, 5'4".
Yeah, that's incredibly sad. Go to images. No, not Asian height. Asian midget, bro. Jesus.
But still, their height is taller than Kevin Hart. Wait, what do we do?
Asian midget. Asian midget. Jesus.
Do they exist?
Hell no.
Do they exist?
We're about to see. Yeah, kind of. They don't really look like midgets, though. I don't know if I'm allowed to say midget Fuck.
Little people?
I don't know. Dwarf, little person.
No,
dwarf
don't
is a
say
disease.
dwarf.
A dwarf is a
Dwarfism, don't say dwarf, dude.
You're not
Or
allowed to say
condition.
dwarf now?
No,
Oh,
you can
dude,
say-
right there, bam.
You found an Asian midget?
Oh,
A
yeah.
dwarf midget,
He
a
looks
boy
Filipino.
kicker.
But that's more like a condition, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how do you...
Yeah.
How are
I
you...
mean, it is, I guess, Asian.
How are you
but
gonna-
still.
No, yeah.
I'm
Boy.
thinking like China. All right, enough of that talk. I'm not even going to talk about that because that might low-key not be some shit I'm allowed to talk about. So who knows?
No offense.
Yeah, just literally
Can
none.
we
He
say
was
short?
just simply
Short
asking. Nah, I'm not even going to talk about it.
Too
I'm
short.
over it. I'm
I'll
done.
tell us too short.
Too short is not a
He's
short
probably like
person.
6.
Yeah, he's not really short. That's just his name.
Fuck.
I can't believe you don't know too short.
Yeah, that does blow me away.
Shake that monkey?
I know I've heard of it, yeah, I just don't know who the guy is. I just want to know how high, I mean, how tall he is.
Too short height in Spanish. I don't know why anyone would look that up, but it's T-O-O short. T-O-O. What?
I put the number 2.
Yeah, I know.
put too short.
But I thought Google would acknowledge it. They just it didn't. 5'7". Yeah, he's not small. I mean, he's not big, but he's not small.
That ain't 5'7".
Yeah. I mean, that is. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm like that much shorter than me.
I'm like 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah, I don't know. So here's the thing, and this is what blows me away, is that fucking actors and shit are like
Tom
anywhere from
Cruise.
5'5"
Dude,
to 5,
yes.
yeah, like 5'9", which is insane. Because that means if I was on a set, I would look fucking huge.
You would definitely be the muscle. And
Yeah, that would blow me away.
Maybe a bodyguard.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I dude. So, all right, hear me out on this, and I want the fans to tell me if this is something that they would enjoy. I watched this video. This dude, he hired 50 bodyguards and dressed flashy and walked around. What if we got some of our guys together? You know, like I pick 2 big boys that I know, you pick 2 big boys you know, and you do as well. And we go to like downtown Cleveland and walk around in like our best fit and just see what happens. Like we hire someone, not hire, but like have someone come with like a camera and video, like they're paparazzi, and just see who starts coming up afterwards.
Yeah.
And if they ask like who you guys are, we could just fucking say
We could
whatever
probably do, like, a
and
meet
make
sheet
that in a
and do a
video.
video.
That would be some funny shit.
how many wrong accusations of who you are you think you'll get?
Oh, dude, so with this video, he kept telling people that he was from 2 different things. He'd either say he was from the new Spider-Man movie, and they were like, oh, yeah. Or he said he was from Shrek 3, which is fucking hilarious. So, yeah, you know, goofy shit like that. But we could do whatever we wanted with it. If that's something that you guys would be down with, because I know that we could easily get those dudes, dress them in black, and fucking walk around the city of
What
Cleveland.
would your name be? What would
We
you
gotta get those
We'd
little
we'd figure
earpieces.
all that out.
I already
think.
have mine already.
I would probably either actually promote the podcast, or I would make up some outlandish shit.
Oh yeah, nah.
I would tell people like I was Orlando Bloom.
You should get like shirts that say "Mind if I crash" and there, and just
Right.
have it on like all the way.
Or we could make black Mind If I Crash security shirts and have all the security guards wear them, and then we just come out in like some suit type shit,
That's way better.
dressed to
That's
the
way better.
nines. That
That's
would be
way better.
sick, bro.
I would wear a fucking mean ass bow tie, dude.
Hey, maybe we do that. We'll brainstorm afterwards. Guys, we're at an hour right now. We're gonna wrap this shit up. Anyone have anything they want to talk about?
Get high, baby.
Yeah, every time. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Mind If I Crash. Now available Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, and the newest to the available streaming is YouTube. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends, guys. It helps a ton. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.